There we see the briefcase hanging above the ring. The ladders on the outside. 7 men will climb. 7 men will try to become Mr. Money in the Bank. And the lights go out. And we know what that means. Sting is here. The icon Sting, an entrant in this Money in the Bank ladder match, qualified by defeating the Big Show. And out next, the masked luchador Rey Mysterio. Mysterio defeated Sheamus to qualify for this ladder match, and Rey Mysterio, we know, with his lucha libre style and his athleticism and agility, he's the type of competitor who can make great use of all these ladders. And here is the captain of charisma, Christian. Christian, I don't know how he's gonna fare in this type of match, because you know anything about Christian here in PTW, he's a bit of a weasel, a bit of a worm, a bit of a snake in the grass. The type of guy to sneak around, but you can't really do that surrounded by ladders. And here is the Prince of PTW, Finn Balor. Balor qualified by defeating Baron Corbin. He made his debut in the Royal Rumble, and some have called Balor one of the fastest rising stars in PTW history. And Balor could cap that off by winning the Money in the Bank ladder match tonight. And here is the limitless Keith Lee. Keith Lee, the newest superstar to PTW, in his debut match, qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match. And Lee, he's a big man, but don't let that fool you. He can fly with the best of them. But here is perhaps one of the favorites in this match, the Architect, Seth Rollins. On the Go Home episode of Breakdown, he won a triple threat match between Finn Balor and Keith Lee. Rollins, a guy who has challenged for world titles in the past, but hasn't been able to win them. But the Money in the Bank briefcase can change all of that. And here is the 7th and final participant, John Cena. Cena has been in PTW longer than mostly everyone else in this ladder match. He's the only man who competed in the Money in the Bank ladder match at our last Wrestlemania. And Cena, another superstar who has been to the top but has never quite gotten a world title. All 7 of these men want a shot, and all 7 of them will get it if they can climb that ladder and pull down that Money in the Bank contract. I'm excited for this one, folks. Let's get it underway. All the competitors sizing each other up here as we get ready for this huge ladder match to begin. We see the briefcase hanging up above. All 7 competitors getting ready. And now, they're all going after the ladders. Mysterio and John Cena. Christian, Rollins, and Balor. It's Christian battering Seth Rollins. Meanwhile, John Cena shoving that ladder into Mysterio. But now look at Mysterio. Rey using the ladder to hit a variation of the 619. Meanwhile, in the ring, we have the 2 biggest men in this match. Sting and Keith Lee, they lock up. Lee overpowering him in the Tesla string. Sting, though, twisting the wrist of Lee. And now, running the ropes. But there is Keith Lee with a big shoulder tackle, taking down the Icon. And now Lee running the ropes. Sting goes for a shoulder tackle. Lee, though, stays on his feet. Sting, though, with a kick. And now, Lee pulled to the outside by Balor. And Balor throwing him right into those steel steps. Sting now on the outside going after the ladder. This match is going to be a lot going on. It's going to be a lot to call. I will try my best, ladies and gentlemen. As now Rey Mysterio bringing a ladder of his own into the ring. And going right after Sting. Sting, though, meets him with the fist to the face. Rey, though, pushing him into the ladder. And now Mysterio running the ropes. And now tilt-a-whirl into the DDT. Right onto the ladder. What a move from Mysterio. Spiking Sting right onto that ladder. And now Rey, the first superstar to make the climb. But now enters Finn Balor into the ring. He pulls Rey Mysterio down with a punch. Now looking for the elbow. Mysterio avoids it, but John Cena with a big lariat. And now here comes Rollins with the knee. Cena falling to the outside. But now there's Christian. Christian climbing to the top. And the jumping back elbow from the captain of Charisma. All these superstars going at each other at full speed. I mean, you gotta keep watch for 7 other men. And now, speaking of keeping watch, Finn Balor right behind Christian grabs him and drops him with the 1916, planting the captain of Charisma. Now all these men collecting themselves on the outside. Balor in the center of the ring. And Balor, what's he looking for here? Running the ropes. He goes under the ladder. That's bad luck. But Finn doesn't care. Tope con hilo onto everybody. These ladder matches, they're fast-paced. They're multi-man. All these guys going at it for the goal of becoming Mr. Money in the Bank. And now here's the biggest man of the match, Keith Lee, going into the ring. And is he going to try to make the climb? Everyone else on the outside, Lee. But no, he's setting up the ladder, making a sort of bridge on the ropes. Lee, I don't know what he's going for here. And Keith Lee, oh my God, running up the ladder with the dive onto everybody. A man that big should not be able to move like that. Keith Lee, with the quickness of a cat, just going up that ladder onto everyone. And now there's Sting. Sting making the climb. The Icon on the top rope. And Sting off the top. Stinger splash to the outside. All these men laid out with all these big moves one after the other. And this crowd cannot believe it. And there's gonna be a lot more in store. As Sting now, the first man back into the ring, and he's grabbing a ladder, setting it up. Sting looking to become Mr. Money in the Bank. He's making the climb, reaching for the briefcase, but I don't think that ladder's tall enough. Sting can't reach it. And now here comes Seth Rollins, climbing up the other side. And now Rollins punching Sting to the ground. But now there's Sting going after Rollins and grabbing him. And now Sting throwing Rollins off right onto the other ladder. That's gonna hurt the back of Rollins, but now Christian getting involved. Christian grabbing that ladder that was set up earlier, the one Rollins just fell on, setting him up in the corner. And now Christian with that ladder, Cena though back in the ring, and Cena with the shoulder tackle right into Christian into the ladder. And now another one, John Cena fired up, he's got Christian and the suplex right onto the ladder. And Cena now pointing at the sign, looking for it, the 5-knuckle shuffle, and he hits it. John Cena now is looking for it, looking for the attitude adjustment. And if there's anyone that needs their attitude adjusted, it's Christian. Christian, though, gets out of it, and now he throws Cena right into that ladder in the corner. And now Christian running, but Cena caught him with the elbow. But now, look at this, though, Rey Mysterio getting up onto the top rope. And now, Rey Mysterio just falling with that ladder right onto Cena and Christian. I mean, that's what you see in these ladder matches, all these superstars with innovative and inventive ways to inflict pain on each other. But oh, Keith Lee with the pounce of a century, sending Rey Mysterio flying to the outside. That's a WrestleMania worthy pounce. But now Balor with the sling blade flattens Lee. But now here's Seth Rollins, a sling blade of his own, takes down Balor. But now Sting, though, back to his feet, punch to Rollins. Rollins, though, with the ladder shot right to the icon Sting. Now Rollins, he's setting up that ladder in the corner and grabbing Sting. Rollins, what could he be looking for here? He's got him up on the shoulders. Seth Rollins, buckle bomb right into the ladder. And Sting, we know he has a history of taking those buckle bombs. And Seth Rollins giving him one he won't forget. But now Balor, the shotgun drop kick right into the ladder, sending that ladder collapsing right onto Seth Rollins. And now Balor, he could be looking to make the climb here. Finn Balor looking to be the one to become Mr. Money in the Bank. We see the briefcase swinging around up there. Balor's got to get a hand on it. But now Keith Lee has got him. Keith Lee has got Balor. But now John Cena getting involved. And Cena, can he lift him? He's got him up. He's got Keith Lee. And the attitude adjustment. The attitude adjustment to Keith Lee. What a feat of strength from John Cena, getting that man up on his shoulders. But now Balor still looking to climb. Cena setting up a ladder. And Cena now up, and they're facing off here. Balor trying to reach, but Cena pulling him down. But now there's Christian. Christian joining Cena on top of the ladder. Finn Balor looking on as Christian as Cena. Christian now, the kill switch. Kill switch from Christian off the ladder. Both men come crashing down onto the canvas. Christian with the kill switch, but now Balor, he realizes the opportunity here, trying to reach, but Mysterio now with the ladder shot. Rey Mysterio back into the fray, setting the ladder up in the corner. And now Rey Mysterio, it could be his time to shine once again. Rey Mysterio making the climb to the top of the ladder. He's reaching for it. But now there's Seth Rollins, and Rollins what athleticism leaping onto the ladder. Now they're trading punches. Christian and Balor back up, and they're climbing the ladder. All these men on top of the ladders, all trying to get to the briefcase. But now there's Keith Lee. Keith Lee back into the ring, and look at Lee. Keith Lee now shoving both ladders, and all four men crashing to the ground. Keith Lee, like a human wrecking ball, just knocking over all the ladders. And now Keith Lee picking up Balor. Big Bang Catastrophe. The Big Bang Catastrophe from Lee. And Balor now to the outside. Keith Lee now. It could be his shot. It could be his chance. He's setting up the ladder. But now there's Sting. Stinger splash. Stinger splash to Keith Lee. Right into that ladder. Now we're going to climb. There's Christian though. But Sting caught him. Scorpion death drop. Scorpion death drop from Sting. And now Sting, he's looking to climb. But now there's Rey Mysterio. And Mysterio, 619, using the ladder with the assist. And now Sting is in perfect position. Rey now, he's going to dial it up again. Another 619. And Mysterio now, looking to climb. And John Cena, we see him setting up a ladder bridge on the outside. Rey reaching for the briefcase. But now John Cena, he's back making the climb. Cena with a punch. These men trading shots. And Cena slams Rey's head on the ladder. But now Mysterio with a big kick. And Cena falls to the ground. Rey Mysterio could be his chance. Reaching for the briefcase. Can he do it? No, there's Keith Lee. Lee has Mysterio. He's got him up. And now Keith Lee. Power bomb to the outside, sending Rey right through that ladder. Those ladders are solid steel, and Keith Lee just put Rey Mysterio through one. My God, we gotta get some medical help out here for Rey Mysterio. But now, meanwhile, in the ring, Finn Balor climbing the ladder. Keith Lee doesn't see him. Now he does! Balor! Coup de grace! Coup de grace off the ladder. Those feet right in the chest of Keith Lee. A massive coup de grace from Finn Balor. But now Cena from behind, throwing him right into that ladder. John Cena now, but look at this, look at Christian, Cena doesn't see him. Christian trying to sneak up the ladder. Trying to sneak up to get the briefcase. But now Cena's got him. Cena, attitude adjustment. Right onto the ladder. Christian thought he could weasel his way to becoming Mr. Money in the Bank. But John Cena caught him with the AA. But now Rollins. Curb stomp onto the ladder. Huge curb stomp from Rollins, but now Sting from behind, throwing him over the top to the outside. And now Sting. This could be his shot, his opportunity. The Icon is on top of the ladder. But now Finn Balor getting on the other side. Balor and Sting, it's come down to these two, and they're trading shots. Which one will become Mr. Money in the Bank? Sting drops, and Balor, the Prince, he's gonna do it. The fastest rising star in PTW is gonna win Money in the Bank. No, Rollins has got him. Buckle bomb, curb stomp. Seth Rollins came out of nowhere. Balor had it won. Balor had it. But now Seth Rollins making the climb. Everyone is down. No one is there to stop him. Seth Rollins is on top of the ladder. He is reaching. And he has done it. Seth Rollins is Mr. Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins. He has finally done it. Rollins, after time of coming up short in these big opportunities, Rollins is Mr. Money in the Bank. And Balor, you have to feel for Finn Balor. I know I've been talking him up a lot, but that's because he deserves it. But Rollins deserves it as well. And he has done it. He is the one who pulled down that briefcase tonight. And Seth Rollins is Mr. Money in the Bank. What a great match. Many amazing moments. And the outcome is that Seth Rollins is all but guaranteed to be a world champion. But up next, ladies and gentlemen, we will crown our first women's champion as we see Asuka versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And there you see the women's championship, and our first champion will be crowned in this match. As here is Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Now, when the women's division kicked off here in PTW, there were 2 triple threat matches set up to crown our first champion. Britt Baker won her match, defeating Bayley and Chyna. And now you see her eyeing that title. She looks to become the first PTW Women's Champion. But of course that won't be easy for Britt, considering the opponent that she will have to go through to win that championship here tonight at WrestleMania 3. Here is the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Asuka qualified for this match by defeating Carmella and Trish Stratus. And in the build-up to this women's championship match, Asuka has looked more formidable than anyone. With deadly submissions and powerful striking ability, it will certainly be a tall task if Britt Baker can defeat Asuka, but to do so, Britt will have to find a way to outwit and outsmart the Empress. We will see if she's able to do that, and we will see which of these 2 competitors will become PTW's first ever women's champion. Will it be Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, or will it be the Empress, Asuka? And that championship is what it is all about as we look to crown the first ever PTW Women's Champion. And now Asuka looking to lock up with Britt Baker, but Baker wants no part of it. And Britt just running to the outside of the ring. Britt Baker wants nothing to do with Asuka, and we saw hints of this in their tag match on Brutality, but now trying to get back into the ring, and well, she wants Asuka to back up. But I mean, they're gonna have to fight. If Britt wants to win that championship, she's gotta get in the ring with the Empress, and she finally does. But now Asuka with those kicks, those sharp kicks right to the leg, and it drops Britt Baker. Asuka now in control, but Britt with a slap right to the face. And Baker now back on her feet, but Asuka returns with a punch of her own. And now, those chops right to the chest. And there's another. The chops from Asuka, now with the Irish whip. And now, Asuka with the hip attack. Hip attack there from the Empress of Tomorrow. As Britt Baker now trying to get back to her feet. Asuka though runs into a kick, and now Britt with a punch, running the ropes here. Now avoids the clothesline and the side Russian leg sweep from Britt. Now in for the cover, and Asuka kicks out. And now Britt Baker trying to get the headlock locked in on Asuka there. Asuka back on her feet, trying to get to the ropes. Britt Baker though hangs on to the submission, and now does her clothesline and the chops to the chest. And now Baker driving Asuka in the corner. Asuka though kicks her way up on the second rope, and Britt with the super kick. The super kick right on the jaw of Asuka. And now Britt Baker going up top. She's got Asuka, and Britt Baker with the superplex. The superplex. Both women laid out. And now Britt gets on for the cover. Asuka gets the shoulder up. Both women putting their bodies on the line to become the first women's champion. Asuka now is down and Britt Baker could be looking for that curb stomp. She goes off the ropes and the curb stomp, she hit it, but no. I thought she hit it there, but Asuka caught it. Asuka caught the leg. And now, submission hold locked in. The submission hold locked in on Britt Baker. Asuka just wrenching on that leg. Will she tap out? No, Baker gets out of it with that head scissors. And now, Asuka goes right back on her. Trying to lock in the Asuka lock. Can she lock it in on Britt Baker? If she locks us in, it's over. We'll have a new champion. Baker, though, rolls around into the cover. Asuka kicks out. But now, Britt with the super kick. Britt Baker narrowly avoiding defeat with that Asuka lock. If Asuka locked that in fully, it would have been over. But now Britt making the climb up to the top rope. Now Britt comes off the top. Asuka though caught her and the German suplex. German suplex from Asuka, dropping Britt right on her neck there. And now, looking again with the punches, the strikes, the back fist, another back fist, and a huge roundhouse. Huge roundhouse kick from Asuka. Now in for the cover, hooks the leg. Baker kicks out. Asuka with that barrage of strikes. I thought we might have seen our first women's champion. But now Asuka wondering what she's got to do. She could be looking again for the Asuka lock. And she has it. Trying to lock it in. Trying to lock in the Asuka lock. Baker though able to get away to the ropes there. And now Britt ducks on the clothesline. Running the ropes. And now Asuka went for that knee. But Baker caught her in the roll up. Asuka kicks out. But now the lockjaw. Baker going for the lockjaw. If she can get that gloved hand on the mouth of Asuka, she'll have it, but Asuka trying to block it. Asuka, you see her using her arm, her elbow there to block the submission, and now she turns it around into the armbar. Armbar locked in on Britt Baker. Will she tap out? Will Asuka become the women's champion? Britt Baker struggling, but now she turns it into the cover. Asuka has to kick out. But now, Britt Baker, the curb stomp. She hits it, hooks the leg for the new champion. No! Asuka gets the shoulder up. I thought Baker might have had her there. And I think she thought it too. She thought she had the match won. But now, trying to put it away. Picking up Asuka. She's got her, and Asuka though with a headbutt. But now Britt with a super kick. Asuka out on her feet, but now, oh, the takedown right into the armbar. Asuka with the armbar locked in once again, trying to wear down that bad arm of Britt Baker. Will she tap out? Will she submit to the armbar? But no, she turns it around into the lockjaw. Lockjaw locked in, and now she's got the hand in the mouth. Will Asuka tap out? Will she tap to the lockjaw? But no, Britt Baker, the bad arm. And she can't hold on to the submission. But now Asuka, a roundhouse and the knee. And now the Asuka lock. Asuka lock locked in. And she brings her down. She has it locked in the center of the ring. Britt Baker, nowhere to go. Will she tap to the Asuka lock? Will we have a new champion? Britt taps out. And Asuka is your first PTW Women's Champion. The Empress of Tomorrow becomes the Empress of Today. Asuka has done it. Britt Baker, she put up a hell of a fight. It was a great match. to contest for our first ever women's champion, but in the end it is Asuka who comes out the victor, who comes out holding that beautiful new belt, as Asuka is the first ever PTW Women's Champion, doing it on the grand stage of Wrestlemania. But ladies and gentlemen, we have got more still to come, as up next the Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Andrade defends against Rob Van Dam and Apollo Crews.